So how do you respond to the current criticism around your senseless use of fire and flaming cars?
First of all, fire is natural, so I don't even understand the point of this question. You know what, that really cuts deep. You know what I mean? Yes.
So, who else were you considering for casting as Michael Jackson?
Tito Jackson was on the short list, as was Jermaine, Latoya, and Janet.
Greg Jackson. He lives near me.
Oh, very good. Stonewall Jackson. He's dead, though, we found out.
Next question, please.
Yeah, I was wondering if you got emotionally attached to any of the cast members.
I grew quite attached to several of the Peeps, and so it was very heartbreaking for me to watch them burn alive to death.
As did I. It kind of brings a smile and a tear at the same time to my face, but one little chicken's Greg, we used to walk around the meadow and frolic for a while.
I remember those days. I also grew quite attached to Michael Jackson until I found out that he was not the real Michael Jackson.
Yeah, what was up? What the heck?
I became incensed, and Jared had to restrain me from destroying part of the set.
But he still actually tipped over a car.
Yes, on a Peep.
Next question.
Who is the good-looking green fellow? Very attractive, yes.
That's actually Caesar's real corpse that we pulled up from his grave.
Who also played the character Yoda in the movie Star Wars.
They had strings on him though, that's why he looked like a puppet, because he was dead. Father, another question you think? Please.
I noticed Barad-dûr in the scenery, the place where the Eye of Sauron is in Mordor. How exactly did that get into the friendly neighborhood the hero is driving through?
Well, we decided to add that to our movie because we heard that that other movie made a lot of money.
Right. Like, I would actually like to bathe in money, to sleep in money, nothing less than 20s, you know? In fact, this is kind of a funny story, but the other day I got this fortune cookie that said, you're going to have so much money that you don't even know what to do with it. And to me, that just seems ridiculous, because I can think about a lot of things to do with that much money. You know, you could make a house out of it, you could just light it on fire, fill a lake with it. I mean, you could even use that money to build really sophisticated rockets, fill those rockets with money, and then shoot them deep into the sun.
Deep dish pizza deep into the sun. Make a giant peep colony. A home for wayward peeps.
Safe from comets.
Safe from comets, safe from flaming, overturning cars. A peep cloning facility.
Yeah,
Safe from flaming cows.
all these things would be included.
Cow burn unit.
That's a lot of money. There's a lot of things you could do with it. Anyway, fortune cookie, ridiculous. I don't know who wrote it.
Alright.
Next question.
I believe that, like the rest of us, all peeps have souls and should be treated equally like a normal human being.
Yeah, man. Hey, why you keep on killing peeps? Stop hating, man.
Look, people don't kill peeps. Guns kill peeps.
And flaming cars kill peeps.
Right. And comets. But we already went over this.
It was an accident.
It was windy. You couldn't help it. So maybe you pushed a little bit, but it was windy. Why was the peep standing around that car anyway? Just because it lived in the house right next to it? I wish it wasn't laying eggs though. That was it was sad for all of us. Especially the breakfast crew. Question? Question.
Is it true you have anger management problems?
What?
Shut the dinosaur up. How's your mother doing?
My mom? Fine, I guess.
Where do you go with that?
Hey, are you going to be doing a sequel to this movie?
It's an interesting question.
It is. It is a very interesting question. I was thinking more along the lines of a prequel.
Yeah.
A movie about the goings-on before the time of a current movie.
Yeah, we were throwing around the idea of maybe having it take place during Iron Chef 1984. Hans Morgenthau against the Russians. Showed a lot of heart there. We also kind of wanted to do a little time with X-Men. We thought Magneto could come in and make a really good souffle.
Yes, out of using lobster tails.
And the brains of chipmunks.
Yes, the brains of chipmunks.
Do we have another question?
Yeah, I heard Tony, the main actor, he's lactose intolerant. How did you shoot the ice cream scene?
Well, it's quite simple, really, because while Tony, the actor, is lactose intolerant, the character is not. So it worked out quite well, actually.
Yeah.
It wasn't a problem.
One time he was whining about it, so I slapped him and rubbed cheese on his face. Next question. Next question, please.
Question?
What is your inspiration? Or who is your inspiration?
It's
Michelangelo, Francis Ford Coppola, Martin Scorsese, Gandhi.
mine's mainly that lady that was Lamb Chop's voice on Lamb Chop's Play Along. Next question.
Next question, please.
Will there be a video game coming out based on this movie?
No. Next question, please. Next question, please.
Yeah, what was the hardest part in filming?
The script, really. There were difficulties with the script. We didn't have a script.
Yeah, actually, it got hit by a comet
And burned,
next to a peep.
which was also burned alive until it died.
I knew we should have made copies.
There, Jared. Don't blame yourself.
Next question.
Blame him. We would like to address the children in the audience. You know who you are,
Betsy, Sue, Tommy, Frankie.
Joe. It's the ones that we hope will beg their parents to go to this movie again and again and again.
They are our future. Children, if you need to steal money from your parents or cry to get your way, that's just perfectly fine.
Just get to our movie, please. For your own good.
Good night and good luck. Well, director, it was a pleasure. What do you think you're going to do after all this settles down?
Well, I think I'm going to roll around in my money for a while. Then I'm going to pack up all my belongings into a backpack and roam the countryside, doing good deeds, trying to find myself and look deep into myself.
Yes.
Deep into myself.
It's like deep dish pizza deep.
Deep dish pizza deeply into myself.
That smells delicious. Delicious.
Yes, it is. And what will you do, sir?
Well, when I was little, I used to eat a lot of bouillon cubes, and so I think there's a market in that. I used to have to hide them from my parents by throwing the wrappers down the heating vents, and so I think there could be maybe a little Pez device somewhere in there.
That sounds like a good idea.
Good.
I'm no longer comfortable with you shaking my hand.
Okay. Cut.
Deep Space 9
Deep
Deep.
Space Nine deep. That sucked. I can say that.
Nine.
I hated that.